there, welcome back to the map on this beautiful day. I'm on the way to Shrewsbury and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So let's go do this. Yeah, beautiful day, look at it, gorgeous, lots of bikes out, tons of them, look at them, all out. Oh, it's a really good thing to see. Hello, hello, hello. Glorious. So this is linked in kind of from my last vlog, same trip, but I thought I'd split them into two. And yesterday I was taking out new bikes at Roy Pidcock with Toby. It was a fantastic day. And we took out the stonking R9T Scrambler, which if you've watched that video you would have seen I kind of fell in love with that bike instantly. And also the F850 GS, which I just didn't get on board with at all, which was a real pity. I thought I would get on board with that bike and I just couldn't get on board with it, and I thought I'd bring you along for this ride and vlog to give you some post-ride thoughts on that, because I was really surprised about that bike, and I've had to sleep on it, had to think about it, and yeah, I'm sticking with my sticking to my guns on that one. It's just it's not what I was expecting, and it all boils down to that engine, which in my very humble opinion just wasn't all that. It didn't have that wow factor I was looking for, and it sounded like an killing machine, and that's not what you want, man. It's not what you want with a bike, or certainly it's not what I want from a motorbike. And every bike that I've ever owned or taken, I've been lucky enough to take out, I've had a wow factor, and I've said wow multiple times and I've had a big grin, and from the get-go that bike didn't have that for me. And I was as surprised about that as probably as anybody else would be, because it should have had everything. It should have been the right bike, you know, as in it should have had something there for me, but it didn't. And the whole time I was riding, I was looking at Toby on the looking at Toby on the R9T with just tons of bike envy, and I think that summed it up. I just didn't want to be on that bike. It didn't have any gusto, it didn't have any power, any passion, and I was really struggling to find a sweet spot with it. Now I'm sure there are tons and tons of people out there that either own or a variant of it and that will swear by it, and I'm not saying that I'm right or they're wrong. No, it doesn't work like that. It was just my opinion on that motorcycle, and there was tons of things that were good about it. I mean, it's incredibly light, very nimble, very usable, and very, very practical. And but ultimately, that bike wouldn't make me smile when I opened my garage door, whereas this one does, as does all the bikes that I've owned for one reason or another, you know. So I don't feel I have to justify myself, but obviously I felt, you know, some kind of clarification on my opinion. Oh, come on, bloke. Wrong gear. Some kind of clarification on why I said the things I did. And case in point is that Toby really enjoyed that bike. He thought it had lots to offer, but we both agreed that it was a very practical and safe and, you know, solid bike to have, but didn't really tick any of the excitement boxes. And also bearing in mind we were going from a F850 GS to a R9T Scrambler, so two very different types of bikes and two very different types of markets there. Whereas the R9T Scrambler with the Akrapovic exhaust on it was just a monster. It made me feel like I was on the Harley again, with all the noise and theatre and the way it spluttered and banged, and it was just phenomenal. I loved that bike. I thought it was so good, and if I could afford it I would like to have one of those in my garage. But not quite yet. But I was so pleased I got to take one of those out. It's been on my list of bikes to ride for such a long time, and it was so much fun. As you probably can see on the video. Anyway, that's that. I wanted to say all that. I can't believe how many bikes are on the road. It's brilliant. Biking season is upon us, people. It's a good thing. So yeah, tours. I announced on Facebook, Mapped Facebook that is, that our first proper tour of 2019 has been planned, booked, and is happening on over Easter bank holiday. And we're doing the tour that we should have done last year during the same period of time, which is namely touching the tip. So we're going all the way down to Land's End. Yeah, we're going all the way down to Land's End. It's going to be a 4-day tour, and I'm really excited. We've got some great things planned along the way, some really cool things to see. So it should be a very good, fun tour. Toby is going, which is really great news. So it's going to see or complete the NC 500 tour in respects to going from one end of the country to the other. Because in 2017 we went up to John O'Groats, and now we're going to go to Land's End. So for Toby and I, it's completing that little checklist of having our bike outside each end of the country, if you like. So that's going to be good. But also, Cal has confirmed he's going to be joining us, which I'm really chuffed about, and he's also bringing his partner, who is Meg, and that'd be really great for her to come along too. But sadly Pete is yet to confirm, and I'm secretly hoping that he will come through and join us on this tour, because it'd be absolutely brilliant for all four of us to go on tour together, because that hasn't happened yet. But it should be a lot of fun, that one, and I'm really looking forward to putting that all together and creating a tour series for you guys to watch. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather will be half decent, but it's the UK and it's going to be the Easter bank holiday, so the odds aren't looking good, are they? I keep leaning forward, by the way, because the clip keeps on coming out of the top there, and I'm terrified about losing that camera. Talking about tours as well, you would have seen that we were talking about the Iron Ring tour, which Toby, Pete and I were going to do back in March. And we certainly set out in the efforts of doing that, but unfortunately I think it was Storm Andrew intervened, and the whole day was just a complete and utter washout. And it was not only that, but it was gales, and it wasn't going to be any fun. So we certainly set out to meet up on our bikes, which we did on the Saturday, and started the tour, and then made a judgment call on the Sunday morning when we saw the weather and the weather reports to not do it. Bailed, and it was the right call, because we were soaked through. I came back to Mapped base camp from Wales, and by the time I got back, all my textiles were soaked through, and we would have just been miserable on that tour. It wouldn't have been any fun. So we're still going to do that tour. It's just been postponed. We will be doing it. So hopefully that'll be happening in the beginning of May. But that's the beauty of doing these 2-day tours. I've planned about, I think, 3 or 4 of them for this year for us. And rather than doing like big week-long tours, I've planned weekend tours to help the guys get on board with them. It's less planning and it's a bit more accessible. And of course that means more content as well. So yeah, happy days. Anyway, that's about it. I wanted to give you a quick update on post thoughts on the old test ride, and of course an update on the tours. So thank you for watching, as always. I hope this is a bit update. Horse boxes, man. Always going to be a horse box in the Shire. Oh, I'm so excited for this season. It's going to be so good. It's just at the beginning of it all, you know. It's the end of March, and the weather's starting to turn for the better. What the hell is that? Oh. That was awful. Yeah, the weather's starting to turn for the better. I mean, look at it. It's such a nice day. I've got a whole summer of hanging out with my best friends on our bikes ahead of me. Feeling really good. Getting waves of excitement about it. Yeah, really, really good. I don't think I'm going to get past this horse box anytime soon. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap things up here with the wonderful view of a horse box in front of me. I know. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the update. If you've been enjoying our content, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help us. And also subscribe as well. That way you won't miss any of the newer videos. And I hope you're out on your bike enjoying this weather and riding safe. But until the next time, take 2. Right, I think I'm going to wrap things up because I'm almost back into Shrewsbury now. Thank you very much for watching. I'd say it's really appreciated. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please give us a thumbs up. That always helps. And of course subscribe, because that way you won't miss any of our new videos. We'll be back out on the bikes real soon. But until then, ride safe and take care. Bye.